Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Comatose Streams. We are back from our little week-long vacay where I went to backpacking and it was lovely. Let's get to the music scene here. Hello everyone. Hello. How's that lighting? That lighting feels a little weird. Maybe let me change that. I've messed around with like my camera settings a bit more. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I like moved my ring light a little bit closer over here so it's not like as visible in the mirror that I have like in the back of the room over there. So now you can't like see the ring light over there. And it's closer to me, but it made my face a lot brighter. So I try to like compensate the gamma for that. I feel like this is pretty good. But yeah, we're back from our vacation, our backpacking trip. That was so much fun. So great to be outdoors and in nature. If you're on the Discord, then I did post some pictures. So yeah, check those out. They're very beautiful. They're very nice. Very, very cool place. I went to Point Reyes. Point Reyes over in kinda like by the Bay Area on the coast in California. It's like just north of the Bay, and just south of Bodega Bay, where they filmed The Birds. The Birds. So yeah, it was very enjoyable, very very fun. I got back on Friday night. It was way too late for me to be streaming. I got back at like 9 p.m. and I had to like shower and I had stuff to do and I was exhausted, so I just went to bed that night as soon as I was done with my other stuff. There was no way that I was going to be streaming that night. And I thought about streaming on Saturday, but decided not to, and decided to rest and give myself a little bit of an energy rejuvenation period this weekend, a little bit of rest. And we're streaming today, though. We're back on the normal schedule for this week, and then I think next week I'll just have to skip like one day for like a musical thing, but yeah, this week we're all good for the normal schedule. And guess what? Today we are starting up on a new song. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. It's a song called The Only Thing. It is going to be on the album Pieces, not on the upcoming album Fractals, but on the one that will release after that at some point. Because we're at a pretty good place with the voice inside my head. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Still want to probably mess with some things on there and edit some things, but that can all be a part of the final draft. Right now it's in the rough draft, the finished rough draft state. First draft, but as you know, any good project has multiple drafts, or it should. And then, the only thing is the second song we'll be working on Pieces. There is a chance that it'll actually be the third song that I've worked on, because there is a song called Julia Isles, which I am debating whether I want to put it on Pieces or the album after that. It could really go on either one. So kind of debating what I want to do there. But this is the second song that's for sure gonna be on Pieces, and it's called The Only Thing, and it's all about love. This song is all about love, and if you lead life with love, then you're guaranteeing that you're gonna have a better life, that you're gonna improve the quality of your life, your worries will go away, and it'll just be overall better. It'll be much more enjoyable for you. So that's what this song's all about. I have my guitar here. I'll play it once through, if I can. We'll see. I think I can play at least like the verses and the chorus, and then the bridge is like a little bit iffy, but I'm gonna have to get it at some point considering I am recording this guitar today. So let me open up my notes here so I can get the lyrics up, because that helps me understand what's going on with the song a little bit more. Helps me remember. I was also practicing it a little bit earlier today, and I kind of have some like little tiny changes that I'm thinking about making, that I feel like will be nice to incorporate on the guitar. Let's see, where is this? There it is. Yeah, quite love this song though. I'm very excited to be recording it. It's a very peaceful, very pleasant song. Um, and it kind of has like a little bit of an intense ending, but it's like a happy intense. It's like triumphant intense, like that kind of intense. But yeah, it's all about love and surrendering to the universe and trusting the universe and loving everyone as best as you can. Um, so yeah, here let me pull out my guitar here and let me give it a little play for you. I also messed around with my pedals, my guitar pedals. Now, gotta make sure not to run into them with my chair, but um, oh gosh, this is like a little bit tight here. Oh, let me get my arm through there. That's a little better. Okay. But yeah, I mess with my guitar pedals, and they're like right behind me, and I don't know how much I'm gonna use them for the acoustic guitar. I might use like a couple, but I also want to like kind of test what it sounds like going through the pedals and going not through the pedals, just going straight into my interface here, and seeing if that seeing which one sounds better. If the pedals decrease the quality of it a little bit, like make it a little bit too lo-fi, then I might skip the pedals, and I can always add effects in Reason here. And I'll probably add more effects in Reason even if I do use the pedals. But yeah, we'll kind of see. We'll kind of give it a little test. But let me plug in my guitar. I haven't plugged it in yet. I do have all the wiring set up, so should be able to just kind of plug it in. Oh, there is one more cable I need to grab, but once I do that, then I'll like create a little instrument here, and should be able to hear it through the software. So I probably shouldn't have grabbed the guitar just yet. But yeah, should be able to hear it through the software. You can probably hear it just fine through the mic though too. Yeah. That looks like it's probably fine. So yeah, actually we'll just play it once here since I'm already set up here. And then we'll start messing around with our effects and stuff and seeing what sounds best. But yeah, here is The Only Thing, and I'll probably mess up a couple times, probably especially for the bridge. I don't imagine I'll get the bridge right away. I also need to scroll on these lyrics because I never remember the lyrics for this song because there's a lot of new ones and they're all in the bridge. So the bridge is kind of fresh and it's a little harder to play and remember. But verses and choruses should be good. Let's see. But here is The Only Thing in its acoustic form. We can be just like the trees, gently moving with the breeze. Or we could be just like the storm, forever spiral around the warmth. And I've heard of a place that we can go, follow life's warm embrace, and let time move slow. And our love is the only thing that can carry us away. Messed up a few times already, but that's fine. We can be just like the sea, let our form fill what's beneath. Or we can be just like the fire, forever fighting with desire. I've heard of a place that we can go, follow life's warm embrace, and that time moves slower and slower, and our love is the only thing that can carry us away. Surrender now, oh. Surrender now, but never bow. We can go where we wanna go, falling down into a cloud, where our hearts are each other's homes, spinning round, round and round. We might just fly out the window, but we're on the ground, we're burning down, 'cause down is the only way to grow. To see the light and be alive, and dancing around the calm of the storm, the peace of mind left behind in some kind of hypnotic rabbit hole. Out of sight, out of mind, you can't see with your eyes closed. And then I have to scroll for the lyrics. There they are. I see the light. Oh, wait. See it all, tear down the wall, 'cause down is the only way to grow up, up. Oh, 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 up, up. Oh, 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 up, up. Oh, 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 oh. And I've heard of a place that we can go, follow life's warm embrace, and that time moves slower and slower and slower, and our love is the only thing that can carry us away. The only thing, our love is the only thing, the only thing, the only thing. Something like that. Something like that. I like the ending to that song. I'm quite excited to work on this one. And it'll sound a lot smoother in the studio version, and if I were to actually practice this more. There was one point, I think, like last year, or like sometime during 2025, where I had this pretty down pat because I was practicing it for an open mic, and I think that went pretty well, but I'll probably play it again at an open mic here soon, especially now that I'm working on the production of it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I am going to plug my guitar in here and start experimenting with some of these effects that I have laid down on the floor behind me. There's some new ones that I haven't even tried yet that I set up. I'm pretty excited. And I've got like my new pedal board that I like set up. Still a bit more work to do around that thing, but I've had this pedal board for a little while and I haven't used it yet, so I'm pretty stoked that it's finally out of the box and here being used. I also have an Earl Grey tea with me, so I'm going to take a little sip of that. Earl Grey tea with oat milk. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, it's so good. Gosh, I love Earl Grey tea with oat milk so very much. So very much. Okay. Let's see. Let's plug in my guitar. I don't really need the strap on for this, I suppose. That'll probably make things easier, is not having to mess with the strap. Okay. So I've got quite the thing going on right now. Ooh. I need some more slack. There we go. Some more slack on the cable. But I've got all these pedals behind me. Oh. And it's like a little bit too tight for me to turn like my whole chair around and do this. So I'm probably gonna be like reaching down and like turning different ones on and off and stuff. But let's make sure that we can actually hear the guitar. Which I don't think we will be able to yet. I think there's like a couple pedals I'll have to turn on and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. There's also probably a few pedals I'll want to turn off. So this is audio input 1. That's only coming through the mic. Okay, it's like kind of coming through. Only with like the distortion pedal turned on though, which is, I don't want the distortion pedal turned on. Let's give this like a little amp and just like see if there's anything coming in through here. I don't think there is. No. Let me also turn this gain like way up. No, I don't think there's anything coming through. If I turn the distortion on, maybe. Now there's something. I'm not sure. Try turning that off. What if I turn all those on? There's something there. Wait, why can't I hear that? Oh, it would help if I turn my speakers up. Oh. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, that's not good. there's like something being picked up for that too, but I don't think this is at all what we want. Hmm. Alright, let's try without the pedal board now. Oh, that might be loud for you guys. Whoops. Hopefully it's not too loud. That might have been super loud. Okay, now we're getting audio there, which that's good. So why is that not coming through the pedal board? Might need to mess with that a bit more. Like, on my own time. I'm betting it's like one of the pedals. Maybe like for some reason needs to be on or something, but sorry about all that loud crackling. Oops. Should have muted the mics. Okay, but I'm glad I've got the pedals set up for probably for like more electric guitar-y stuff. I kind of wanted to test out, and I'm wondering if I still should. Kind of wanted to test out one of these like kind of chorus effects that I've got though. So, give me 1 sec. Let me try to do that. I'm gonna mute the Reason mic here, so that you don't hear any of this stuff. I don't think it'll come through my mic. I doubt it. Let me mute this. And then you shouldn't be able to hear this. Okay, I don't think you were. But let me just try like soloing one of these pedals and make it only coming through that pedal. All right, let's see. Okay. And then last thing, there we go. Oh, and that one you could hear. Oh, that was probably just because the speakers. But no, that's not coming through either. I wonder if my cable's broken. You know what? That's probably what it is that cable. Might need to use a different cable. Okay, so, yeah, scratch the pedals for this, because I'm going to have to, like, mess around with different cables and stuff. But yeah, let me just plug in my guitar and then we'll just use that. You still can't hear the guitar, that's good. Yeah, it's probably my cable. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I think the last time I tried to use my pedals with that cable, it was having difficulties as well. Okay, cool. So we should be able to hear this, no problems now. And then I can turn up the amp so we can really hear it. Okay, I'm just messing around. But yeah, that's coming through nicely now. So that's good. I'm gonna turn my gain down a little bit here though. So that will probably come in a little bit less now. But then I can probably turn it up here on my side. Like this. And then probably have a little bit more room to work with if I do that. And I think I want no gate. Just like that. Messing with the bass and treble pickups right now, seeing what will sound the best for this song. think the tuning sounds pretty decent. Might need to retune a little bit here as well before I start recording. Yeah, like that might need a little bit of work. The lower strings. Oh yeah. I did actually tune right before the stream started, during that little starting soon period. But I'm gonna tune again. Hopefully it won't take quite as long. That sounds good. It might have just been the lower strings too. Oh no, that one's a little off. Okay, I think we're probably good now. So for the chorus, I have to remember... Oh, let me turn my light back on from my phone here. There we go. For the chorus, I have to remember that I want to go to like an A suspended before doing an A major. So from F sharp major, no, F sharp minor there, I go to A suspended. I think this is A suspended 2. Before going Oh yeah, I'll do that like the first two measures, and then I'll go to A major. So it's like that for the first two measures. And then like that for the last two measures. Okay, cool. And then I'll try the bridge, but that's probably gonna have to be its own like recording. So let's find like a good tempo now, like very calm. Okay, it was like going around 60 when I was doing it at first with the slower one, and then I doubled it. And I think it should be more around 120 than 130. I think I sped up a little bit when I doubled it. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty loud. Let me turn that down here. I've heard of a place that we can go. Okay, cool. I think 120 should be good. No crazy tempo changes for this song. No crazy tempo changes. Now let's also give this a nice name here and save it. I don't think I have any projects on this already. The only thing. Okay. Alright, let's just go ahead and get to recording this then. Let me have another little sip of tea here before we start recording. And I'm just going to kind of keep going, like even if I mess up, I'll probably just keep going. And then we'll just do multiple takes. And we'll try the bridge, but I doubt the bridge is going to be correct. Oh, we need a little pre-click. We need a little pre-click there. All right, let's do that again. I think I need like one more measure actually, because I think I do like a little pre-chorus, like a so yeah, let's just delete that. And then I also want to get this to follow my cursor again. How do I do that? There we go. You just press F for that. You just press F. And it'll follow. Okay. So now this will follow. I can zoom it in a bunch. Okay, we'll go with here. Okay, I think that was about it. I think we even got kind of the structure of the bridge down. There's probably some parts though where like I don't just land on the whole note or like right on a half note or a quarter note. Like it might like switch in like an eighth note or something, you know. So I might want to like kind of go through that and see, like especially on the bridge. But like I think the verse and chorus are probably fine because I was singing over those while I was playing them. But then the bridge, let's see. Okay, I think it's just that part. Hello, Bob. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're starting on a new song today, Bob. We're starting on The Only Thing. So I think it's just that one part of the bridge where the timing changes a little bit. So yeah, we'll do another take here. Let's also make sure we're all tuned up as well. You came at the right time, Bob, because I think earlier in the stream I was messing around with my cables and making a whole bunch of loud noises, so it was probably very unpleasant at that one little part of the stream. Other than that, so far so good. We're starting up on The Only Thing and recording the bass work, the foundation of the guitar. What is that? The groundwork. The groundwork. We're mostly in tune, I think, except for the E string here. Okay, that's sounding pretty good. I think we're good. Does the full album have some kind of story or something? Absolutely. Absolutely it does. So there's an album that's coming out this summer or fall, sometime this year. That one's all about codependency. And then this album that I'm working on right now is going to be the album after that, also all about codependency and love and whatnot. But they're kind of sister albums. They're kind of codependent on each other, if you will. But yeah, this is all kind of opening up the idea of being very introspective and like looking within yourself and seeing any obstacles that are in your way from like living your best life, your fullest potential. That's kind of the whole thing we're doing. We're diving deep into the self, and we're starting with a big part of myself, which is definitely a codependency. And these songs really explore and hopefully will help heal that, not only in me, but in others as well. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. And then this song is a very healing song. It's a very peaceful song. It's not like the last song we worked on, which is very, very sad, very depressing. This song is very happy, very hopeful, and yeah, very peaceful, very calm. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It's gonna be a nice contrast to the last song that we worked on, which was The Voice Inside My Head. That song is extremely brutal. And this song is definitely not that. Okay, so let's try recording this again, and then maybe getting the timing in the bridge a little bit better. I might hum at some parts of the bridge, but we'll see. All right, let's record. All right, I think that was a little bit better for the bridge, especially. Thanks, Bob. That's very kind of you. Um, yeah, I think that was a lot better of a take that time for sure. I think there's lots of other parts that are probably a lot better in that take too. So with that, we might be able to start kind of like editing. Honestly, maybe I'll do one more take. Um, Maybe just one more, and then like we can start working with that. Um, so yeah, I think one more take. I think that's like a safe bet here. Because there were definitely still some parts that I kind of messed up, but it wasn't as bad as the first one. And then there's probably some usable parts though in the first one, and there's going to be plenty in that one, I think. Um, but yeah, let's get one more. Just better to be safe than sorry. Cool, we're saved. And then let's do some more tuning real quick. Just make sure. I think we're probably going to be fine. Oh no, ease out a little bit now. Now it should be good. No, that's too much. Okay, we're a little bit out now, so let me grab my better tuner here and see what the deal is. Okay, I think that's good. A and E were both a little bit out there. That sounds good. Now that sounds good. That was a little bit out. That's good. It says E is off, but it sounds in tune with the rest, so I might leave E alone. Oh, maybe it is a little bit out. Okay, that's probably good. Cool. Get some lighting back there. All right. All right, take 3. Let's go. Okay, sweet. I think that was a solid third take. I think we got most of the tempo right in that part too. I didn't get the bridge quite right, but I think the part that I need in the bridge is in the second take. So I think tempo wise though, that was probably the best take. I think I was mostly on tempo that whole take. So that's really good. That is what we needed. I think we're ready to start editing. This reminds me of another song, although I can't remember the name or lyrics. Oh, yes. Well, especially for the verse. Like that part, like that, those are very, very commonly used chords. So there's probably a whole bunch of songs out there that use those exact same chords. And if not, then you can probably transpose them into a different key and get most pop songs out there. there's a lot of songs that kind of use that same kind of progression. But yeah, that's how it be. that's how it is with guitar. You could really make any song with like two or three chords. But like once we start singing and once we start adding in some other instruments, then that's what will really solidify it as our own unique sound. But yeah, you actually can't you can't copyright like just a chord progression. The only thing in music that you can copyright is a melody or lyrics. You can copyright either a melody or lyrics, either of those two things. But you cannot copyright chord progression because then no one would be able to make songs. Because all the chords would already be used. But yeah. And then when we progress into the chorus and when we progress into the bridge, it gets a little bit different, a little bit more funky. There's a little bit more change-ups that happen at those points that kind of add to the uniqueness of it as well. But yeah, the verse for sure, super generic. Very commonly used chords. But a beautiful chord progression. I love that chord progression very much. It goes G major, and then D major, and then A major, and then it ends with a minor chord, B minor. And when you combine those major and minor chords like that, that's when you get the really beautiful stuff. Those kinds of chord progressions are always wonderful. When it's all major, it kind of works for some songs, but when it's all major, sometimes it's just like blah. Or when it's all minor, same thing there. But yeah, we love like a good minor into major. Like one of my favorite ones is like E minor into D major. And it's the same chord progression when you do like D minor into C major. Where you do like the higher tone in minor and then the lower tone in major. No worries. But yeah, like this is kind of the same as this, even though it sounds different. It's the same progression where it goes from a minor chord and then it does like a whole tone down into a major chord. Those kind of chord progressions are really fun. And it's the same with A minor and a G major. And let's see, what else? I mean, we can really make anything here. We can do F sharp major, or no, F sharp minor into E major. That's all kind of the same stuff. But yeah, anyways, let's get to editing this guitar. I'm going to unplug my guitar right now, so let me mute the Reason volume. And hopefully you didn't hear that besides through my mic. I think through the mic it's going to be a lot less intense, so it's probably a lot easier to listen to that way. But yeah, it's always funny because whenever I start up a new song, like one of the first things I do is normally the guitar. And at that point, it has probably been like several weeks since I had started a new song and recorded the guitar for that song. And I always forget how important it is to mute the mic for the guitar when you're plugging things in and unplugging things. Because I was looking at those audio levels, I was like, holy shit, that's really loud. People's poor eardrums. So don't watch the beginning of the stream with headphones on. But that's pretty loud too. That little boop. I wish Reason didn't have like such an annoying sound for when you do something that's like not allowed, when you do an invalid action. But okay, so first thing we're gonna do, speaking of making sure we're doing pleasant things for people's eardrums, we're gonna bring this down to 0, bring this down to 0, because we're gonna normalize these recordings before we edit them. Yeah, we've got 3 takes here. Let's zoom in on these a little bit. I think I'll use the last take as a basis, because I think I was mostly on the right tempo, and then any parts that just don't sound quite right, I'll bring in the other takes. I think that's a good strategy, and I'll probably want to use that second take, which is take 4 in here. I'll probably want to use that take for the bridge. But yeah, there's our normalized take. Let's go ahead and rename that. So take 3 is technically our first take. But I think it took a couple tries before I actually started to record, which is why there's 3 takes, which is why it starts at 3 takes. So yeah, that's take 3 normalized, and then we'll go to take 4 normalized. First we gotta normalize it. Love when we don't have too many takes like this, because I don't have to go and normalize a whole bunch of takes. Really gotta figure out how to automate that process someday. I'm sure there is a way, but I might have to write my own Reason plugin or something. Which would be kind of cool. I would like to do that one day. I don't think I actually normalized them. Oh yeah, I did. They're just all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, these look good. They look like they're all different sound waves, which is kind of the most important part. They're all different. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, let's see. Do we have any markers? We have this marker, probably just where the takes ended. And that's my own marker there. Okay, so we will start with take 5 as a basis. And we'll give this a nice little listen. Again, make sure we're not too loud on anything here. I think we're good. I can turn I'll probably want the metronome on, but I can turn it down more. Okay, let me mess with my volumes a little bit. I think I can turn my Reason capture down so I can talk over this a little bit and you guys will be able to hear me. Okay, you guys should be able to hear that. I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. You can hear the metronome, so we'll see if this gets off tempo at all. But we're mainly just seeing if anything sounds weird, and what I should really be doing is actually be singing with this. So yeah, let me kind of like sing along with this. Let me get my lyrics up. Okay. Move these over here so I can see the chat. But yeah, here, I'll sing along with this, and we can kind of see how it sounds. We could be just like the trees, gently moving with the breeze. Or we could be just like the storm, forever dancing around the warmth. I've heard of a place that we can go. Tempo's a bit off there. Follow life's warm embrace and let time move slow. And our love is the only thing that can carry us away. And we can be just like the sea, let our form fill what's beneath. Or we could be just like the fire, forever fighting to desire. I've heard of a place that we can go, follow life's warm embrace, and that time moves slower and slower, and our love is the only thing that can carry us away. Surrender now, but never bow. We can go where we wanna go, falling down into a cloud where our hearts are each other's homes. Spinning round, around and round, we might just fly out the window, but we're on the ground and we're burning down. 'Cause down is the only way to grow. See the light, be a liar, dancing around the calm of the storm. That peace of mind left behind in some kind of hypnotic rabbit hole. Out of sight, out of mind, but you can't see with your eyes closed. See it all, tear down the wall, 'cause down is the only way to grow up, up. Oh, 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 up, up. Oh, 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 up, up. Oh, 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 oh. And I've heard of a place that we can go, follow life's warm embrace, time moves slower and slower, and our love is the only thing that can carry us away. The only thing, our love is the only thing. The only thing. Our love is the only thing. Yeah, okay. Probably only a few parts I'd want to change on that take. I think that take was pretty good for the most part. I think there's one part where I get off tempo, like around here. I didn't like mark it or anything. I don't know of a good way to like mark it on here, but I probably could have had like this view open, like marked it. But let's see. There's a part around here. Might have been there. But like that wasn't too bad. I think it was there. Let's see. Yeah, I think in this region I'm like just a tiny bit off, but it's like not too bad. And I might kind of start here more so. So let's try using like take 4 here. I was a little bit off there too. Let's try the first take. Okay, that's no good. I think we'll just have to move this stuff. I think that's fine. Let's like get it all in view here. And move this stuff. Oh gosh. Wait, yeah, go back. I need to place other markers. Like I need to place the left and right markers on these guys. Yeah, that'll help. And go to slice. Yeah, it moves me all the way out here when I swap to slice. Okay, there we go. So I think it's just a matter of moving this stuff back a little bit. Whoops, go back. And then turn snap off. Let's try that out. Oh no, I need to move it forward actually. Like there. And this stuff too. Oh, this stuff too. Whoops. All that stuff. Okay, that's probably better. Let's listen to that. Yeah, that's better. Let's see, there's one little part. Yeah, this doesn't need to come so late. Okay, that's probably good. Now let's go back to the comp edit. And we're kind of editing more like big picture-y stuff right now, and then I'll kind of go in and like really fine-tune the details. But let's see, right around here is, I think this is the bridge. I think right here is when I need to swap. So let's try just like swapping a little bit earlier to take 4. Oh, and then when do I want to come back? Probably right around there. So bar 129. We'll come back to take 5, and then when do I want to swap to take 4? Maybe when it starts doing this weird thing. Let's try swapping there, see what take 4 does here. I think really only that part is the part that's necessary. So let's try just doing that. Okay, cool. Let's just edit this transition a little bit. Get a little crossfade in there. Make this nice and smooth. Ooh, that just needs to be moved a little bit. So let's solo this and then move this note here. And then it won't bounce my comp or anything. It won't bounce my comps into another comp. Okay, I think these need to be moved too. At least these ones. I think that one moves there. Oh, maybe not that one, actually, because that's kind of a triplet, huh? So this one moves there, and maybe these are fine. Maybe not. Let's try doing like 16th note triplets. Oh no, don't snap to that. Let me just see the notes here. Okay, I think that's probably good. Maybe a little bit earlier. Okay. And then move this one a little bit later. I'm wondering if that should come a little bit later too. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe this one too, actually. Okay. Yeah, I think this one note is a triplet, so kind of just eyeballing this, or earballing it, I should say. Okay, let's go back to the comp. We have this one soloed. Okay, and then we can crossfade here. I think this stuff needs to be moved down a bit more too, so like up to this point. So let's solo it again. Go back and edit this. And I think it starts from here. Okay. And like all this stuff is a bit too early. So let's move it down here. Looks like this stuff is a bit earlier than the previous stuff though. Especially these. So let's move those down to there. And then these over to here just a little bit. Cool, yeah. So I think like that second take was good. Just a little bit off the tempo. And then this one can move too. Alright, let's go back to the comp and see how the whole comp sounds now. Okay, what about that note? That felt a little bit earlier or something. Yeah, these guys are like a little bit early. And this guy is a little bit early. Okay, cool. Let's try that. Make sure these transitions are good. I think that can still be messed with a little bit. Something off about these like little hits before. Cha cha cha. Oh, maybe there. Okay, cool. I think that should work. Let's see how the whole thing sounds again. Okay, cool. I think think we're looking pretty good here. So let's just add some quick effects to this. We're also gonna definitely want to gain stage this because look at how loud this part is compared to this part over here. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, maybe we don't add a compressor quite yet, but we can definitely add some like reverb just for the vibes. Let's do it this way. Can turn off the click now. Lots of reverb for this one. I really want this one to feel like super like oceany. I don't know. Super kind of like echoey and like ethereal, I suppose. Cool. Lots of reverb. Very good. Okay. Let's rename our track. Acoustic guitar. We can keep it that color too. It's a nice yellow. Let's recolor the transport track here though to burgundy. Cool. Now this definitely want to gain stage, so maybe I won't go quite, like, maybe I'll go around, like, this level for now. Let's see, when does that get louder like that? I'm guessing that's the chorus. No, that's the chorus. Okay, that's just, like, the second part of the chorus. Okay. So I'll probably gain stage that down a little bit, gain stage this stuff down a little bit, just kind of like try to make this match up a little bit, and that's probably how I'll end the stream today. It's just doing a little bit of gain staging. So for this, it's definitely going to be best if we bounce. Yeah, there we go. So this should be all of our edits combined there. And then we can get rid of these markers. Fully select the bounced track. And then now we can start making copies and gain staging this stuff. So yeah, first one is here. Oh, I can also make this bigger, which is very helpful. Let's get the rack out of there and make this. Can I make this bigger? How do you do it? Oh, there we go. Just like that. Make this bigger, much bigger. Okay. So we want, and we're just gonna do kind of general gain staging at first, like not super detailed at first here. Again. But yeah, the points where it's like louder, we just want to bring those in a little bit. So I'm thinking like maybe starting here. I mean, here's the big one. This is the big one. So maybe I do that first, because I want to bring all this down kind of the same amount. And then right here. Okay, cool. So we can duplicate that, and then select that, and then we'll bring all this down here. Let's zoom out. Yeah, kind of make it like that. And then crossfade these guys. This one we'll have to bring down more, but this is good for now. And then we'll also want to bring that down a little bit, but that's all fine. We're just kind of doing general stuff. So here we can do super general and kind of go starting like here. Maybe even a little bit later, like there. Yeah. Everything past that, bring it all down together. So we'll duplicate this again. Do a little crossfade, and then bring all this down so that the low parts are matching this. And I think that's pretty good for now. And we can go to some of these louder parts and bring those down a bit more. Like here. Over into here, I'm thinking. Okay. Duplicate that. Crossfade. Crossfade. And bring that all down. That's looking better. And then got like the big spikes like starting right around here. So let's bring that all the way to the end, I think. And we can bring this all down quite a lot. Like quite a lot. We want it to match with this stuff over here. And we'll bring all this down, like this stuff down kind of separately. And then it'll all be like nice and even. Okay, cool. So next we'll kind of do this part, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's good. Duplicate. Crossfade, and then bring all this down a little bit. So the low stuff matches with that stuff. And then we just got this little spike, which I think we only want to edit this little portion here. So let's bring these guys in. So boom. Over to, I want to say like here. then duplicate, crossfade these, and lo and behold, bring that down, and that's our last little bit that we'll be editing. Alright, cool. Let's have one more listen to this before we sign off for the night, as the levels are a little bit more evened out now. That's probably going to be good, even for final, but we might edit it a little bit more. But, like, let's have a listen. Get that nice and big. Yeah, let's have a listen to this edited version of the guitar, and then we'll stop the stream after that. And no click this time. All right, there we have our first draft of the guitar, I suppose. Definitely some things I want to change in that, but overall, I think that's sounding pretty good. So we'll work on that a bit next time, and we'll also get started on some other guitar tracks next time. And that'll be next week, Wednesday. So hopefully I'll see you then. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Bob, for chatting. And thank you, even if you did not join. Thank you for existing. Your existence is much appreciated. Yes, have a good night, Bob. Thank you very much. Yes, have a good one, everyone. And I'll see you next week for another music stream, and Friday for our Undertale finale. Quite excited. Hopefully we'll get our true pacifist run done. But yeah, I think that'll be the finale. So looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll see you then. Have a good one, everyone. Goodbye.